Hey YouTube, it's Adrian. Just before we get you to this video, do me a favor and head over to PageantLaunch.com. We are starting the world's first dedicated pageant review site, and I would love for you to join our launch team. All you need to do is put in your email address. It's completely free. We are looking to make a pageant industry that is safe, transparent, and fair. I know it's like that most of the time, but over the last year, it's become very evident that it's not like that all of the time. So head over to PageantLaunch.com, put in your email address, and let's get you to this. Hey everyone, it's Adrian from the Pageant Project, and Danielle is smiling despite all the technical issues. It looks like for some reason the stream may not be the best quality today, so I will record it, but ask your questions by all means, and then I'll put up the recording if it doesn't work. I want to say hello to our guest, SARYNA Ritter-KEDDY from all the way over in America. How are you?
I'm wonderful. I'm so excited to be back. This is great to be with you guys.
Life has when did we have our interview? I can't remember. I'm losing my mind.
September of last year, I want to say.
Was it that long ago already?
Yeah, September of last year, I believe. I'd have to check my calendar, but I'm pretty sure.
Okay, wow.
Been a while.
Gee, it's wild. And subbing in for our Welshie is Scott, Olivia McPike. Olivia, how are you going?
I'm good. How are you? Happy New Year, because I've not been on this year, have I?
You've still got Christmas tree in your background, Olivia. What is this?
I knew somebody was going to say something, right? I just like Christmas. Look how cute it is. Don't slag me.
Is it falling over? It looks like it's kind of gone.
Yeah, it's not. It's
like a drunk Christmas tree.
I just knew. I thought, I'm going to get so much hate for this, but
isn't it
whatever.
Bad luck to keep your Christmas tree up for too long, though?
I think it's past the 6th of January. It's bad luck.
Oh well, it's February now, so that's that. I'm just going to keep it up all year. I like it. It's cute. Anything with like
decorating it. It's got multi-purposes. Why not?
Exactly. I'll hang like Easter eggs on it for Easter or something.
You're really getting your money's worth right there.
So getting my use out my tree.
Well, I guess if you don't ever take it down, then you don't have to put it back up next year because it just stays up the whole year.
This is true.
You will have to dust that tree, though.
Yeah. Robs.
Is it real?
No, it's fake. It's just a wee fake one.
Then why is it dying? No, I mean, no. Why is it sideways?
Olivia, he's had enough. He's tired. Come on. He's like, Christmas is over and done with now. Put me away. I've done my dues. Put me in the attic where I belong with my friends.
Oh, with my friends.
Oh, you could get your Christmas tree a friend. Tree. You can have a whole group of them.
Maybe, yeah. Just need to start like a wee, like the agency for like unwanted Christmas. Take them all in.
There's a pageant platform there. You can go around collecting everyone's trees after Christmas.
Oh, they will happily give them to you too.
I just thought it was dying because it looks kind of, as I said, I'm going the wrong way. It kind of looks like it's done this, so I thought it was alive.
It's like, Olivia.
It's trying to take itself down. No, it's time to go.
It's going to slowly crawl away.
If anyone's got a problem with the Christmas tree, then that's your problem, because I like it.
I do love everything about Christmas. It's just that I was told that if you keep it up for keep the tree up for too long, it becomes bad luck. But I don't know. It looks nice, so keep it, I say. Just before I go to Danielle, SARYNA, Tisha Downing has said, "Hey."
Hey, girl. She's one of my sister queens from Virginia in the U.S.
Very nice. Very nice. SARYNA, where are you from tonight? Are you back in your home state or are you on the road again? It doesn't look like you're on the road.
Yes. So I'm at home in my new home office, and I am in the Chicago area. So I'm right here in Chicago, Illinois. So anybody tuning in over in Australia, Scotland, or the UK.
Very nice.
You should know what
Okay.
Chicago is.
I've been to Chicago, so that's the only reason I know. How's the weather in Chicago?
You know, honestly, it hasn't been that bad this year. So, knock on wood, we'll definitely take that. Snow, all of that stuff can stay away. We really have gotten a very mild winter so far this year.
Oh, nice.
Really mild.
We have not had a mild summer here in Australia. Half the country's been on fire. It's sort of under control now, but we've had a few days. It's been like 45 degrees, and I don't mean Fahrenheit. I mean Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, like 110 or something. So.
Oh, wow.
It's been interesting. When I come over to the UK, I think I'm going to be the most tan person there. I don't look that tan now, but I'm very.
You won't be the most tanned here. There'll be a lot of tan coming from a bottle.
I will be the most naturally. I will be the most naturally tanned. There will be not
naturally tanned. Yeah.
Not a hint of orange anywhere on this face.
Yes.
Just saying. And speaking of tanned in a bottle, Danielle, how that was the worst segue ever.
How was my dance competition? Was the next question, wasn't it? I've still got a bit of tan from it. I don't know, I'm probably looking really orange. I wasn't the most tanned there. I will confirm I was a normal shade in comparison to a few people.
And you did super well. I saw you got some perfect tens.
Yeah, we got perfect tens in every single dance that we did. So clean sweep, really, in terms of points from the judges. So that was really nice. We had some good feedback, said that we were a joy to watch, and it just confirms, makes the past 6-7 weeks all worth it, really, when you get some really lovely feedback from your dancing.
And I saw the waltz,
just good fun.
And I saw the cha-cha-cha.
We did the waltz and we did the cha-cha. I had never done those dances before. I don't know if I said before, but a few months back, back in the summer, I was training for another event that was just like this through work. And I unfortunately broke my ankle 3 days before the final. And me and my partner, we were pipped to be the winners as well. We've been working really hard. We were selling buttons with our faces on them in the canteen at lunchtimes to raise money for charity. So there were people walking around with like my face on them on show night, and I wasn't even dancing. And my poor dance partner, he had to find another couple of partners.
Right.
But for that, we were doing jive, samba, and tango. So I'd never learnt cha-cha, and I'd never learnt the waltz before. So all very new to me. But it was good fun.
I think you broke your ankle before our original interview, right?
Yeah, potentially. I think we rearranged when I was out in America.
Right. And how did you break your ankle? Don't tell me you can't remember.
No, I know I can remember. I can't remember the night, but I can remember how I did it. You don't call me the queen of self-incrimination for nothing, do you, Adrian? So
is it something you should be going into? Maybe we should just leave it there. I think everyone can read between the lines.
So basically, it was our final rehearsal, and we were all celebrating. It was one of the ladies that was competing. It was her birthday, so we went out for a couple of drinks.
Just a couple?
I didn't have many. I was wearing flat shoes too. Mm-hmm. This is why I have a vendetta against flat shoes. I live in heels because I don't go and break my ankle in heels. I break my ankle in flats. So, and 2 times I've broken my ankles, both times in flats. So I just need to stay clear of flats. I clearly can't walk in them. So yeah, that is. We were dancing outside of the pub, and I rolled my ankle and broke it. And I went into work pretty much the next day. And then I went to hospital, and then it was broken.
I don't know where to begin with that story.
I was like, it's just a sprain. It's just a sprain. It'll be fine. Like, it's turning purple. And it was broken. So I
Okay.
finally got to compete in a ballroom dancing competition, and both times were for charity, of course. So a good amount of money in the past year has been raised through my dancing, so that's good.
Very nice. Just out of curiosity, Olivia, have you ever broken a bone?
No, I've actually never, touch wood, I've never ever broken a bone.
So no bone breaks there. I've never broken a bone either. SARYNA, have you ever broken a bone?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a feeling you was going to say yes.
That answer
What did
feels
you
like
break?
a lot.
Well, I broke my tailbone and I broke my wrist at the same time. So I was at my family reunion. Everybody was there. And I was hanging from the jungle gym because I was in tumbling and gymnastics. I'm like, oh yeah, this is just like that. Except there's no spotter, none of the cushy stuff to fall on. And I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to try the uneven bars. I am Olympic quality. Nope. Definitely not. Definitely not. I missed the bar when I went to re-grab it, and I broke my fall with my tailbone and my wrist. And yeah, they cut my shorts off in front of my whole family. I will never, ever forget that, and I don't think my cousins will either. It was so embarrassing, so bad.
It sounds like you know how to be the center of attention.
Oh no, I was not trying to be anything. I was just goofing around with my cousins, and next thing I know, I'm surrounded by, EMTs, and they're like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not okay. I think I broke everything in my body." So it was pretty traumatic, to say the least.
Dear me. All right. So, SARYNA, Tisha has so first off, Nicole Nye has said, hey.
Oh, she's one of my pageant directors.
And Tisha has asked, will you continue competing after your Ms. US Continental reign is over?
Yes, I will continue. Not sure what the time frame will be when I choose to pick up those high heels again. I'm terrified to wear flats now because apparently they are
You break your ankles
to break your ankle.
Stay away from flats. Trainers are the devil.
But yeah, so when the timing is right, I will continue to compete. Just there's no set date, and there's still a lot of life left to live. So we'll just see what happens.
Right. Sounds good. Now, we are obviously in the lead up, the UK girls are in the lead up to UK Galaxy. And as you know, I'm sure you know, SARYNA Crystal is a current reigning Mrs. Queen, and she'll be over in the UK along with Crystal Gale, and I'll be over there. So it's going to be a huge international reunion. And then this year's internationals will be in Chicago, SARYNA, and I'll be over there. So if you
everyone's welcome to my house. I will have the best ever party. So come on over.
I'll be there.
Show you girls a good time.
You don't need to tell me twice.
I like that, Danielle.
Don't worry, girl. Don't worry. We'll make sure there's no flats or nothing.
The main thing is just coffee. But I'm going to assume because you're in Chicago, you have good coffee.
Yes, we do.
There you go. That's all I need. Just the coffee. But in terms of prep, because both Danielle and Olivia are in the lead up and only 4 weeks out to go. So Danielle, how is your preparation going?
Well, I messaged my designer for my fashion wear, which is slightly alarming because they said that they were affected by corona. And proceeded to scare me even more by asking me what my wear date was again. So surely they should have had that on file, but apparently not. So I had to remind them it was the 13th of March, but I am travelling from the 11th of March. So ideally I'd want it by the 9th of March, just in case I need to make any last minute alterations. So I am planning for the worst in that parcel not coming. So I've got some backups lined up. And yeah, other than that, I just want it to be now. I'm just kind of ready for it in the sense mentally. I don't know. I don't have all my outfits. Like I don't have interview wear. I don't have my swimwear. But I feel like they're all just Olivia's laughing. They're all just, I don't know why you're laughing. Your stuff isn't here yet either.
I really wait for my story. Honestly, I can't.
Yeah, Danielle, finish yours, and then we'll go into Olivia's because
yeah, I don't have anything to wear, but I feel like it's not about what you wear; it's about the girl that's on stage after all. So, yeah.
I couldn't agree more. But I mean, your wardrobe is extensive enough that I'm sure that you can pull something out of it anyway.
We're good.
So, Miss McPike, how you poor thing? How are your preparation? I shouldn't laugh. How are your? Just to be clear, I know a little bit about this because Olivia jumped on with Emma just before we jumped on live. So, Olivia, how are your preparations going?
So Adrian's laughing because he's like seen some pictures and stuff. So basically, you know, I think once we are competing, I'll have done this for 8 months, like dedicating myself to Galaxy for around 8 months. And when I entered, I was like, I'm getting on top of this. I want to know what I'm wearing. I'm gonna have everything sorted. I'm not going to do my usual and be like last minute Leslie and get everything just last minute.
Last minute Leslie.
I was so organised, everything was going to plan. I was supposed to get my fashion wear made, and then I got pictures sent to me the other day. Well, I was freaking out. It was just not what it was supposed to be. Adrian's laughing because he's seen the pictures, and it's honestly like it's a joke. Like, it's if you don't laugh you'll cry situation. And I know about 10 minutes, and then I just thought, you know what? There is worse things happening in this world than the fact that I can't, like, my fashion wear is not right. With a dress as well, I was supposed to be getting this particular dress. That's kind of fell through. So all the plans I've had over the last few months have just totally went out the window. But do you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So maybe it just wasn't meant to be. And like I said, there's worse things happening in the world. So I think I've kind of reined it back in. I've got like a couple of things lined up. It's just actually getting them now. There's like 3 and a bit weeks to go, but that's like, it's exciting. Like, you know, it's exciting. Will it come? Will it not? Will it have something? You know? So
this is fun. Will it come? Will it not?
Apart from that, I'm actually like in such a good place, like preparation wise, like with appearances and prep and stuff. I'm honestly like, I actually feel like doing this competition has changed me as a person. I'm in such a good place right now. I'm honestly like the happiest I've ever been in my life. Like, I can't even explain to you how happy I am and content. So yeah, that's probably why I was kind of like, oh, who cares? Who cares? Yeah. Because I was just like, there's so much more on in life. So it will be fine. Listen, it'll be fine. You'll see me on day and I'll be like, listen, everything's cool. No one worry. So, you know, but I don't have bikini or interview wear either. I can't see anything that I won't like for interview. And
no, yeah. I'm like, the same.
Just order something, but I'm like, but there's no point in ordering it if I don't like it. So we'll just see. And I think I've got a theme going as well. So now that I've dedicated myself to the theme, I'm like, oh, I can't break away from the theme, because if I break away, then it's all just ruined.
Theme? We're doing under the water, like under Little Mermaid.
Under the sea.
I can't let my secrets away. No, it was like more of like a color theme, I think. So, but yeah,
like red, white, and blue.
Maybe.
I feel
Danielle's
like everyone's going to be wearing red, white, and blue.
I know. Well, yeah. In fact, not interview.
What was that?
That was a phone.
Is
Thanks for confirming, Adrian. It was a bit of a suspect sound.
Let's just say I hope it was a phone, because otherwise, hey, it's all natural. Better out than in, as they say.
I've not got opening number wear either. So.
Well, Olivia, I'm going to say that because I've had Emma over here, Emma Collingridge, Miss Galaxy UK, and she's noticed that Australians seem to be fairly laid back. There was this funny TikTok video where they were showing this clip from a TV show, and this guy is showing a photo of a terrorist, someone wearing a turban and holding a machine gun, and he's showing it to this Australian, and it was some segment about like, would this worry you or not, and he's showing this photo of the terrorist to this old Australian guy, and the host asks, would this worry you? And the Australian guy goes, no, it's fine. Then he goes, so if this guy sat next to you on the bus, you'd be okay with it? It'd be like, yeah, it's fine. And now Olivia just appearing to be so, yeah. And now Olivia being so laid back, it's kind of, I don't know, is this a Scottish thing? Because it seems very Australian to be the whole world's falling apart, but you know, it's fine. And you've used the phrase, there are worse things going on in the world like 10 times. So
that's just what, like, I just kind of feel, what else?
No point in stressing yourself out on anything, really.
That's
like,
true.
It's not about, like I keep reiterating, it's not about what you wear. It's not always, you don't have to have that regimented style. I'm far more laid back. Everyone's different in their run up to the pageant, I suppose.
I mean, look, when there's nothing you can do about it, certainly stressing out about it doesn't help at all. But hopefully it all comes together for you. So if anyone watching this, you think you can help Olivia, let her know. I mean, Danielle is a queen of style. She might be able to help you, but also SARYNA has
my wardrobe.
I know. I think that's the thing, though. There's so many, in the community that I know that if the worst came to worst, I would have something to wear at the end of it. Like somebody would just say, just borrow that. So I'm really not stressed. I'm probably too laid back. But you know, like I said, what are you gonna do? If you don't laugh, you'll cry. So you know, so it's all good.
Well, laugh until you cry, I say. But SARYNA, I just want to bring it back. How many pairs of shoes do you have again? Remind me.
Okay, my husband, I'm pretty sure, is upstairs watching. You're gonna get me in trouble again.
He is. Again, okay. I know. He is watching because he liked it. So would you like to fill in Olivia and Danielle with the situation with your shoes, please?
Okay. So I actually just recently counted because I had to reorganize them to make more room.
For more?
For more. There's always room for, come on, there's always room for more shoes. Every day of the year or my life, I could use a new pair of shoes. So right now, the last time I counted, I believe I was at 161 pairs of shoes. Yeah,
where do you keep them?
I have about 50 pairs at my mom's house that are for safekeeping. So I can't get in trouble over those. But now you know.
Must have taken her entire spare room.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. I mean, she's not using it, so just my shoes are hanging out now.
My shoe room.
You guys should come check out my indoor storage unit. It's insane. I've got about a little over 100 outfits in there.
I've met my match when it comes to.
I was going to say, you've been outdone.
Outfits.
Because SARYNA, isn't that storage unit? It's climate controlled, isn't it?
It is. Yep, it's indoor, it's insured, it's climate controlled. I keep all my pageant stuff there for safekeeping. So, hey, look, there's a lot of money invested in your pageant wardrobe and, memorabilia. So, like, my program books and everything are in there, so nothing ever happens to them.
That's a fair point, I would say.
I need that.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I got in trouble. My husband said, really? You need 2 rooms full of stuff? He's like, when are you wearing them? I'm like, so I just want them here. So now I keep them in my, storage unit. Everything's safe and locked down. So it's good. It's all good. But yeah, y'all come shopping. We'll have a good old time.
Hell yeah, I'm coming shopping in your closet.
So, Olivia, if you need any wardrobe advice, then, the 2 ladies here are both probably very well equipped, not only to give you advice, but to give you a few spare 1,000 outfits, because they have them waiting in reserve.
At least they actually have outfits. Well, Danielle, yours, let's hope that yours comes as well, but,
it's like, well, my gown is in transit. So my gown will be here. Let's just hope it fits.
It's a gamble. But that's what makes it so exciting. Like, well, it
Will it
comes.
fit? Will it not? Will it cost me a couple £100 to alter it?
Probably. Oh well, we'll all be fine. It'll all work out. What's the worst thing that can happen, really?
You break down in tears on the night.
Yeah, but I mean,
Nah.
but that doesn't happen. We'll
Look,
all
at
be
the end of the day, it's not life or death, is it? So I think I agree with you absolutely. If you can't do anything about it, you might as well laugh. Laughing about it is much better than crying, and I love it when I laugh until I cry, and it seems to happen quite a lot. So I think that's a really good attitude to have.
And I think Danielle actually had brought something up. It's not about having the most expensive wardrobe. It's not about having this, that, or the other thing. They're looking for the very best person to represent. So you don't need to spend $1 million on your wardrobe. You don't need to do those things. They're just looking for you. They're just looking for a real person, a real, person all around that's willing to go out there, represent, and promote the Galaxy pageant. And so I wish you guys both the very best of luck. Maria is absolutely amazing. And, the pageant system it's wonderful. So girls, don't stress about this at all. Go there, just be yourselves and show them who you are. And that's all you can do for any pageant.
Thank you so much.
Thanks.
You're going to make them start crying.
No tears. You guys are going to make me cry.
Sarina V or Vi, I don't know how to pronounce it, V Low, has said hello, beautiful.
Oh, hi, gorgeous. Another one of my good friends, one of my pageant friends over in Virginia.
Nice. Okay. All right. Since we have Sarina on all the way from America, I want to inflict a little bit of, because Olivia asked me, do we have any topics? And as you well know by now, it tends to be 80% just rambling and then maybe 20% actual pageant talk. So I want to get Danielle and Olivia both to inflict a little bit of their native slang on Sarina. And I want to see if, Sarina, you can tell what these phrases mean, because both Olivia and Danielle... So Danielle has inflicted Cockney phrases on me, and they're all rhyming slang, but they make zero sense. And then Olivia, bless, inflicted some Scottish on us, where she was holding up signs, but they were back to front, because she did...
Yep.
She went to the trouble of running them back to front because she thought it was going to be flipped, and then it wasn't, so she ended up holding up this sign that was back to front.
She wrote back to front.
That's so much effort. I had to sit there and I'm thinking, I'm so clever, and then it just totally backfired.
It did a little bit. All right, so let's take it in turns. Let's start with Danielle. Can you give Sarina a Cockney phrase, and then Sarina, see if you can guess what it means?
All right, I'm ready.
Do you want me to say it in... It's difficult because Cockney rhyming slang, you have two words. So, for example, the example that I'm going to use now is a butcher's hook. So, to break it down, is it always rhymes with the second word.
Doesn't sound right, does it?
But I will use it in a phrase.
Okay, go for it.
Have a butcher's at this.
What?
Butcher's hook. It rhymes with the second word. So hook.
Butcher's hook.
Yeah. So it rhymes with hook.
Hook.
Yeah. What did you say?
Book.
No. Have a butcher's at this.
Have
a
look.
Yes, Adrian.
I don't know.
There you go. It means have a look at this.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have a look at this. But have a butcher's at this. Butcher's hook. Look.
Wait. Okay. A very serious question. Do you actually say that to somebody, or is this just to trip Americans up really bad?
We actually use this. It is a dying language.
I love it.
Can't understand why, but yeah, it is dying off. But we do use it still. I use it with my mum mainly.
See, I thought everyone was warning me, and this began with Maria. She was saying the Scottish accent, and with the gutturals, I think she said, they put the extra syllable in, and she said that was the hardest one to understand, but I could understand Olivia just fine. But then Danielle started putting these Cockney phrases out there. I'm like, first off, that makes no sense. Secondly, why? Like, why not just say, have a look? It's... All right, so that's one from Danielle. So Danielle, give SARYNA another go. Now that she knows what she's in for, give her another one.
Okay. Let me try and think of another. I'm trying to think of one that you might. Okay. Trying to think of one that I haven't used on one of the podcasts before. That might be.
But that's all right. She won't know any of them.
It's a little bit easier.
Yeah, she won't know any of them. She'll give it a go, but she won't know any of them. So.
Okay. One of the most common ones that people tend to know is apples and pears. So up the apples. I'm just going to go up the apples. Adrian, you're laughing.
Apples and pears. I mean,
just up the apples.
Up the apples.
Up the apples.
Like
if you
up the apples.
Go up the apples.
Throw out the apples.
No, go up the apples. You walk up the apples.
Go up the apples. Go up the.
So the
ladder.
The phrase,
go up the elevator. Stairs.
Don't forget stairs. Yeah, so it rhymes with pears.
Stairs.
Yes. So apples and pears is up the stairs.
I like how even when SARYNA gets it right, she's still confused because she has no idea. I told you Cockney doesn't make any sense. So when she says up the apples, that means going up the stairs.
I think it will take some time. I get it, but it's like just putting it in the phrases. I'm sitting here thinking.
You need to know the phrases. There's some really common ones that just get circulated around.
Okay.
Danielle, send me some of these phrases. I am going to scare the bejesus out of everybody. They're going to be like, what?
Like, speak English.
How do you say Cockney phrases? Cockney phrases? What are they?
Cockney.
Cockney. Uh-huh. Let's make this a bit
like the two body parts.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No,
it's
you're
just
not.
My culture, you know what I mean? It's just my culture.
Danielle.
I have a Cockney phrase.
Okay,
I have one from America. Let me see if you can figure it out.
Okay.
I have one. Okay, for shizzle.
For sure.
We know that one,
concept,
but
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
But doesn't rhyme.
Yeah, this is the thing with Cockney is that
it's like
it
a
all
different
rhymes.
way of saying something.
Okay. Yeah.
Isn't it Snoop Dogg that kind of invented that?
Yeah, he invented the whole shizzle after everything. So he's pretty shizzle.
Bizzle.
Danielle, hang on. So SARYNA, obviously this is new to her. Try giving Olivia one and see if Olivia can guess what it is. And you might have to up the difficulty level on this one a bit. And then I'm going to get Olivia to give some Scottish phrases to SARYNA, see how she does with those.
I need to think. Like I feel like I'm drying up with Cockney rhyming slang.
Really? That's all you've got? Apples and pears? The trouble and strife? There's got to be more than that. Come on.
I've done boat race, haven't I? Before, I've done boat race for you before, haven't I? Seen your boat before.
Yeah, you know what that one is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. When you did it the first time, Olivia, it was just after Olivia had done her Scottish phrases. So you're going to need to come up with a difficult one for her. Olivia, why don't you,
I'm trying to find one.
Whilst Danielle was racking her brains, and looks like she's actually looking them up on her phone or something. Oh, God.
I'm
Olivia,
trying to find the least offensive one, because there's
good luck with
a lot
that.
of offensive ones.
After you just said cock and knee, like the two body parts, Olivia, give SARYNA some Scottish phrases. See how she goes with the Scottish.
I see. I'm rubbish on the spot, but the one thing I could say. So, if someone would say to you, it's more so like it's not like, so Danielle does like phrases, like how it like rhymes, but it's more so depending on like where you go, like the accent can really change. So if someone was to say to you, "Oh, gonna no day that," what would you think they were saying to you?
What? What did you just say?
If someone said to you, "Gonna no day that,"
I don't know that.
Understand? Adrian, do you not even understand?
No.
I love your accent. You sound so adorable, but I have no idea what you just said.
No. So if someone says to you, "Oh, gonna no day that," no,
go what?
You don't know what that means?
No, I've.
No, I don't. Danielle's not listening. So if someone says to you, Danielle, can you hear me?
Yeah.
If someone said to you, "Gonna no day that," like
I don't know that.
No, like
I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, like
I don't know where that is.
Like, can you not do that? Like, can you not do that?
Oh.
No.
Oh, that's what you were saying. Oh,
See? Or if you were to say like, "Oh, I'm rubbish on the spot," but if someone said, "Oh, she's a bonny wee lass,"
Oh, she's a sweetheart.
yeah, she's a bonny wee lass.
That's what we would say in East London. She's a sweetheart.
Bonnie means pretty, right?
Yeah, like
Small.
pretty, like beautiful.
Very small.
So Bonnie is pretty, and then we is, you guys use we all the time.
Yeah,
And then lass, lass is girl. So Bonnie wee lass.
Bonnie wee lass.
Yeah,
Have you got any more, Olivia?
And what is it you said? I think it was parents or something last time. You were
that was just me imitating your accent. Yes, I've been working on that. So I've said that when I come over to UK Galaxy, I'm just going to speak to you in your own accent. But I'm not. I've been working on it. No, it was parents. And then the wee whimpering noises with your dogs. That's the one. The one Scottish phrase I can do is wee whimpering noises. I don't know, but it's like what SARYNA said. SARYNA's not the only one who said this. I've had multiple people tell me they love Olivia's accent. Literally after I interviewed her, I was just getting messages from people, nothing about what she said. It was just like, oh my God, I love her accent. So, no one has said that about anyone else. I'm just going to put it out there.
Oh,
that's funny.
Nobody likes my accent. I'm so sad.
Well, not that they hated your accent, but no one has said anything about anyone's accent apart from Olivia.
Oh, but your accent, Olivia, it is so darling. If I was interviewing you for a pageant, I mean, you could probably just say anything. I'd be like, oh my God, she's adorable.
That is so funny because when I was growing up, I hated my accent. I hated like having a Scottish accent, but now I'm just like, no, I quite like it now. But yeah, it's funny. Well, growing up, I always used to, because like on the television and stuff, you would never really hear, like apart from like some of the Scottish channels, you never really hear like people in movies or soap operas or anything like that with Scottish accent.
I can remember one, and it was Cho Chang from Harry Potter. They cast a Scottish girl, and I was just like, yeah, you don't hear it often.
Everybody used to say, well, my sister used to say, oh, that could be you, because obviously everybody says I look Asian. They'd be like, oh, look at Harry Potter. So, yeah.
You look like, Asian? Are they blind?
Remember we spoke about this before, how when I went international before, everybody thought I was Miss Philippines and Miss China.
No, we didn't talk about this.
Yeah, and a fan page got mine and Miss Philippines' picture mixed up and used our pictures for our names. So she put my picture and said like Eva Miss Philippines, and then they used her picture and wrote Olivia Miss Scotland underneath it. Yeah, I
could see maybe mixed Filipino, but not straight Filipino. No way. No, someone's blind, or that Filipino girls had some work to look Caucasian.
I've had people say that, do I have any Asian in me?
Really? Like you look like you've got a bit of Italian or something in you, but not Asian.
I'll take that. I'd rather be a little bit more exotic than London.
Well, and then you keep getting told that you sound Australian.
sound Australian. Look like I've got a little bit of Asian in me. Really, my family hasn't really moved much from the M25, so.
Oh my God, you're so funny.
You yeah, you'll see on these podcasts, Sarina, like most of the time is just me crying because of what Danielle has said. Okay, just to go back to the Facebook comments, Beatrice Alicia, hi Beatrice, has asked, Sarina, tell us about your global mission tour with Marley's ministry.
Oh yeah, so for anybody that doesn't know, I'm the international spokesperson for Marley's Ministries and Marley's Angel Gowns, and we are based out of the United States of America. We are a registered 501c3, and our objection is to help NICUs around the world. So we have people that donate wedding gowns, we have people that donate their time and money, we have them sewn into what are called angel gowns. And angel gowns are burial gowns for preemies that don't make it. And then we also put together care packages for preemies in the NICU. So they're distributed to hospitals and people that are in need. 2 years ago, I launched a world's mission tour to target as many countries and all 50 states to make an impact. And we were able to do that. And then we had 2 missions trips, which Crystal actually did one of our missions trips to Puerto Rico. And then I did a very impromptu one because I already knew I was going to Mexico, and I dropped off packages in Mexico last year. And then this year I went back to the organization head, Jill, and I said, let's do something more. Let's do this again. And we just want people to know about our resources and what we have to offer. So I officially launched the Global Mission Tour last month. And within 24 hours, we had over 60 volunteers from all over the world. Actually, a lot of you amazing Galaxy girls took advantage of the opportunity. So we have packages getting sent to the Canada Galaxy girls, the UK Galaxy girls out in Australia. Crystal, Gail, Beatrice actually took part in it. She's done 2 donations with us. So my whole initiative was saying yes to volunteering, getting people to say, yes, I want to make a difference. All they have to do is say yes. We send them the information, the package that they donate to their local NICU. They just post some photos so the hospital knows that we are out there and that we can help facilitate the needs that we provide, whether it's angel burial gowns or the care packages. And we are so far doing that worldwide, and we have almost all 50 states covered, and we are going to 7 countries so far this year.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love the fact also it sounds very simple for people to get involved.
Yes. We make the process very easy for people to get involved because a lot of people say, I don't know where to start, or I don't know how to make a difference, or how do I even go about this? And so that's why I started and initiated say yes to volunteering, because all it takes is that first step of just saying, yes, I would like to do this. And then there's just a few steps afterwards. I even created a how-to video of how to deliver the care packages and get in touch with people to make it really easy.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, because also everyone is super busy these days. So by making it simple, you make it very easy for people to actually get involved and make a difference, which I love.
Oh, yeah. So, ladies, we don't have anybody in Scotland. So if you guys are interested in taking part, message me and I will send you the info.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think you've got anyone from Cockney Land, so happy to help.
I think Sarina now, every time you speak, is just going to start laughing because
this has been really, really fun. But I tell you what, that Scottish accent, you are definitely catching me up on this interview for sure.
There you go. I knew this podcast was going to be the most eclectic one in terms of accents. You got Aussie, Cockney, Scottish, and American. And it's like I can't imagine a more diverse group of accents, and yet we can all understand one another most of the time. Anyway, now. So, Danielle, you'll be pleased to know that Nicole here guessed correctly both of your Cockney phrases. So well done, Nicole. And Olivia, when it came to saying something, Maria has just said, "Just say anything, Olivia." Lol. So.
Well, hopefully Maria can understand this time. Honestly, when we all go into pageant land, I feel like I need to speak so much slower. Maybe everybody from watching these podcasts will eventually get a wee bit more up to speed. Have to speak slow.
Okay, but on a serious note, like, how fast does it go? Because other people have commented, that when you start getting carried away, I think even you said when you start speaking to the photographer, I can't remember his name, Brian Hayes, and you said when you speak to him, you guys just go another level, like hypersonic, and no one can understand. So do you start speaking really quickly?
The last time, I think it's just something that happens and you don't realise, but the last time I competed here, basically, I was Lauren competed with me, and myself and Brian were speaking, and we were having a 5-minute conversation, and Lauren just looked and she was like, I didn't understand a word. What you both just said. She was like, were you speaking English? And I said, yeah, we're speaking English. She just didn't have a clue what we were saying. So who knows?
But is it just speed, or does your accent subtly change? Because you said Brian's got a heavier accent than yourself, doesn't he?
Yeah, got quite a thick
Brian's
accent as well.
But I think it's a speed thing as well. I think it's definitely a speed thing. So yeah, we'll just see. You'll meet Brian as well, so it'll be interesting to see if you can understand Brian as well as you can understand me.
Better start practicing. By the way, Olivia, how's your English accent going? Oops, sorry guys. Hang on, I didn't hear any of that. My computer just froze. So what was the answer? How's your
interrupted? No, I was saying that I think the actress and me left a while ago. I think I've left her back in like 2015 or something. But don't think the accents are good. It was never good in the first place. Remember last time we were talking about how I had that really important audition and I ended up speaking in an Irish accent when I was supposed to be doing English. So yeah. Maybe I was destined to be an MUA. Maybe the acting was not for me, I don't think.
I don't know. It might come back someday. Nicole has, I think this is for you, Danielle. How about baked bean?
Queen.
Well, I don't think I would have got that. I don't think I would.
Queen.
So can you can you put it in a sentence for us?
But you wouldn't necessarily say, "Oh, she's the baked," wouldn't you? You'd just say the baked bean on her throne over there. Like some of the Cockney rhymers saying, you don't have to say the first word; you'd say the whole phrase.
I am so confused because if you say over her she's baked, if you say she's baked, doesn't that mean she's drunk?
Bring me back a book on this so I can communicate.
I don't think there is any.
You won't be able to read it. If it's written in Cockney, good luck to you. You won't be able to read it. It won't make any sense. I don't understand any of this.
When I come to your party, I'll give you a crash course in Cockney.
Okay, game on.
Another one we use, brown bread. A lot of people know that one. Olivia, do you know that one?
Yeah.
You need to get home by 10 tonight, otherwise you're brown bread.
Oh.
Dead.
Brown bread?
Yeah, rhymes with bread. You've got a curfew. If you're not home by 10, you're brown bread.
Is that dead?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to have to use that. I like that one.
Can I just ask, why is it that they don't just say the word? Why is it the...
It's fun.
It's fun.
When was it started? Was it started to be like code so people like didn't know what other people were talking about?
I think so. I think it was just having a little bit of fun with
it's
English
working.
language.
I mean, if that's the case, it's definitely working.
It was probably the police were around and they didn't want the police to know what they were talking about.
Okay.
Because they didn't want to know brown bread, right? They didn't want to end up
you don't want to end up brown bread.
Well, I'm not police and I don't know what you're talking about, so it's effective for code. Okay, Serena Jordan Weeks has said, Serena, I love you.
I love you too, Jordan.
Okay.
She's a pageant girl from Illinois. She's one of my sister queens.
Nice. That's one thing I have to do is like a tour of the States. That's probably something I haven't done.
Come on down.
Come on up.
Come on up.
I'll have to get used to driving on the other side of the road. That's something that still confuses me a little bit, if I'm honest.
What side of the road do you guys drive on?
Me?
The left, yeah.
We're on the same as you, so we have right-hand drive cars.
Mm-hmm.
The Americans have left-hand drive, so I'm okay in the UK. But
that's good. That's good to know, because then I can easily transition. Because most places in Europe, they drive on the right side of the road.
Yeah, and but Emma was telling me this, that most of the population of the world would actually drive left, including America, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
But you guys have a weird one in the UK in terms, like the road rules are fairly similar, but in the UK, when you guys park, I like to say that for you, parking is just wherever you can fit your car. You sometimes don't really park, you just stop your car and get out, and that's parked. And especially what confuses me is when you guys park on the opposite side of the road. So if everyone is driving one way and then every now and then you'll see a car that's parked opposite, we're not allowed to do that. If you do that in Australia, you will be booked.
Oh, really?
Same thing in America. If you do that, they'll tow your car.
Yeah, because it makes sense, because then when you pull out, you're pulling into oncoming traffic.
Mm-hmm.
But what if there's a space right there, just because it's
Then
on the
you
other side
turn
of the road.
around and align your car with the same direction that everyone else is going.
By the time you've done that, the space could be away. And
It will more than guaranteed be away, but then you're not going to cause an accident trying to pull into oncoming traffic to park your car in the wrong direction. I couldn't understand it. There were cars in the UK parked on roundabouts. Like, I mean, it's like you just crashed on the roundabout, decided, oh, that'll do, and got out.
That was it.
That's probably actually what happened. It probably wasn't parked. It was an abandoned car, was stolen or something, just left on a roundabout.
All right, ladies, so you know when you come to Chicago, don't just park your car anywhere. So if you park in a roundabout, they'll tow your car. If you park on the opposite side of the direction of traffic, they will tow your car. Make sure it's an actual parking spot in America, or they will tow your car.
I don't think I can trust myself to drive in another country. I can hardly drive in this country, like...
I mean, if they towed the car...
My taste.
I mean, it wouldn't really matter if they towed the car, because it wouldn't be my car, because I don't live there. I'm like, thanks for doing my job and taking the car for me. I ain't got to take it back to the rental now.
Yeah. Danielle, that's how it works.
And then I'm on my flight and I'm gone. They don't know where their car is. Although saying that, they do like to put it on a credit card, don't they?
I was going to say they have your credit card details.
Yeah, they'll charge you a lot of money if you do that.
Yeah.
Uber for me. Uber.
Yeah, Uber would be great, or a shuttle bus.
Sounds good. So, hang on. So, Olivia, what were you saying about your driving? Are you not a good driver?
No, I'm a good driver. It just took me longer to pass. So I passed on my 5th attempt.
Your
what?
Fifth time?
Yeah. I passed my theory.
I don't think it's a good idea for you to rent a car over here.
I passed I don't know if it's the same where you guys are, but you need to pass a theory test, and that's on the computer first. It took me 3 times to pass that, and then but you can't set your practical test until you pass your theory. So it took me 3 times, and it's so expensive. It's like I know every time you take your practical test it's £70, and I think it might have been a bit less than that for your theory. I think it's like maybe £30-40. I can't remember. So I spent a lot of money trying to pass. So
and lessons as well. Yeah,
and then when I eventually passed, the guy said, "Oh, that's you passed," and I started crying. I was like, "Oh my god, thank you so much." And he was like, "Is that your first time?" I was like, "No, it's my 5th." I got my certificate, and I was like, "Bye bye, you will not see me again." And my driving instructor was literally like, "You better pass this time because you're bringing my pass rate down. Like, if you don't pass this time, we're going to need to find someone else." So, yeah, lucky for her, I passed. So yeah. Maybe don't drive when I'm in another country. I've never drove in another country yet, but I don't trust myself.
So what?
You're driven in England, right? Though.
Oh, driving in England, yeah. Well, does that really count?
Well,
kind of.
No, well, I guess technically.
Technically another country.
Yeah.
What areas did you struggle with, Olivia? Just so I know.
Just like, I got a major once because I pulled out in front of a lorry. But in my defence, it was indicating to go off, and then I went to go, and he had to put on the brake, and then the lorry went past. And yes, if that would have been a real life situation, I'd have probably died. But it was his fault because he said he was going to go and he didn't. He lied. I
don't think it really matters whose fault it. If you're dead, you're dead. If you're brown bread, you're brown bread.
Yeah, so was that, and then I couldn't do reverse round the corner. But who reverses round the corner? Like, that's ridiculous.
I was told about that one, that's part of your guys' test, like reversing around the corner, and I cannot think of a more stupid thing to do.
Exactly.
We don't do that in America, so you would have totally passed here.
Sounds like.
That's asking for an accident.
Yeah, maybe because you can't see around the corner, and then you're reversing around it, and they make you do that in your test? Like, no.
Exactly. And then I think I failed on like bay parking as well, but now I'm a pro. I could reverse park into anything. I'm a pro. And now what
else?
Is
that actually how you do it?
It's definitely 10 and 2, thread it through.
10 and 2 threaded through. All these rhyming. Yeah. Now hang on. So sorry. So Michelle Schuster has said, "Love you too, SARYNA," and she says you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you, Michelle. Love you, girl.
Miss Torres has said, "I agree, Adrian," in caps. "I can't tell which way traffic is coming because they park their cars in both directions." I will say, yeah, it's got to be super confusing for you, because if I went to America and driving on the other side of the road and I'm slightly already confused, and then their cars are parked both ways, I'd be like, I would be like very, very confused. And Nicole has said, "Thank you, ladies, for making me laugh today." Well, I think that's mainly Olivia and Danielle with their Scottish and their Cockney, and SARYNA being unable to understand it, as I can't understand it either. So it's not just you, SARYNA, don't worry about that. Danielle, you can drive though, right?
Yeah, I'm a very good driver. You just trying to confirm that because you know you got a long time in the car with me. But yes, I am a very good driver. I passed with one minor, and I passed pretty much, I think I got every single question right on my theory. Okay. So you're in safe hands.
Salt the wind there, Danielle. You're like, yeah.
Sorry. My favourite manoeuvre, which I always prayed that I got on my test, was the emergency stop. Is it called emergency stop? What's it called?
You just slam on the brakes.
Oh, I love that. Clutch and brake. Clutch and brake.
I didn't realise that you guys almost exclusively in the UK drive manuals.
Yeah. I mean, driving an automatic is like driving a go-kart.
It is, but I can tell you when you're stuck in traffic, it's a godsend because you can use your other hand to operate things like your coffee.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you shouldn't be drinking and driving, Adrian. You shouldn't be drinking coffee and driving. That is a hazard. Bad driving. So, yes, you should have this hand preoccupied.
Yes, well, yeah. But in Australia, automatics are pretty much default now. But in America, I think it's even more so, isn't it, SARYNA? It's like having a stick shift, as you guys call it. It's very uncommon, isn't it?
So we have, the automatic transmission or the manual transmission. And if you walk into almost any dealership across the whole country, if you're getting a car, it's 99% chance it's going to be an automatic. You can order a manual transmission, and they tend to be like a couple $1,000s cheaper. But most people just get the automatic because, again, it frees up your other hand. So if you've got kids in the back, or I don't know, if you're hitting coffee, you got to have like extra whip of mascara when you're at the stoplight, you can. So you got to make sure those lashes are on really good.
Oh, I know people that stick their lashes on driving a manual as well.
Okay, I'm so impressed right now. I can barely do it in the automatic.
I'm horrified.
Yeah,
especially when I'm in the car with them.
We've introduced cameras now in Australia that can catch people using their mobile phones whilst they're driving, because in Australia it's illegal. You can't do it.
Yeah, it's illegal here.
Okay, because in some countries you can.
Those cameras too.
Right. But I've seen some horrific photos of people doing like mascara whilst they're driving. One of the photos that was taken was the guy that was driving, he had his passengers steering for him on a highway, and he was on his phone playing like a game whilst he was driving down a freeway.
That's so silly.
Wow.
Well, I guess because they were driving on the highway, because that wouldn't have been safe either.
I don't know.
I'm pretty hot on it when it comes to stuff like that. I really don't like it. I am that annoying person that winds down the window and like, put your phone away. I am that person because there's a lot of people that road accidents are huge, and I lost a loved one at the age of 17 to a road accident, and for me, I don't like it when I see people on their phone or messing around or speeding. I speed a little bit, but when I see people doing stupid things, I'm just like, it's such a waste of life, because more people die in car crashes than they do in planes. And so I really don't like it. So I am that annoying person. I'm that grandma that winds down the window and tells people to put the phone down.
Well, I think that's completely fair. I don't think anyone's going to say that's a bad thing. I do think drivers have gotten worse because probably of mobile phones, and there are people who just shouldn't be allowed on the roads. I don't know how they pass. Olivia said she passed on her fifth. I see people driving who go, you shouldn't have passed ever, and you should never be allowed near a car under any circumstances unless it's in the back seat or the passenger seat. And I think, and this is probably not a good thing to say, but there are people obviously who drive sometimes a little bit faster than the speed limit. You shouldn't do that, but I actually find that's probably safer than people who chronically drive like 20 miles under the speed limit, because they make everyone angry, and then people do stupid things around them. So there's a lot of people like that around here. Just
if you're tempted to check like something while you're driving, just put your phone in the glove box until you get to your destination, because the amount of times I see people with their there's a green light, the red lights turn green, and people haven't moved because they're too busy checking their phone at the lights. Just put it in the glove box. I use my phone as a sat nav, and I don't like to check anything until I'm safe.
Yeah. No, that's completely fair. And that's the one thing you are allowed to use it here in Australia for, is as a sat-nav, obviously.
Sat-nav, yeah. I mean, I might be stupid in other areas of my life, but when it comes to the road, I don't dabble with that.
Well, I like to think that you can be as stupid as you want as long as it's only affecting you. But if you're stupid behind the wheel, it's very definitely affecting other people. Yeah. So I agree with you on that one. Okay, so just to wrap it up, SARYNA, what have you got coming up? What sort of plans have you got, pageant and otherwise, I guess, for 2020 now?
So the remainder of this year, I'm really focusing on my global mission tour that Beatrix had mentioned earlier. And so just want to continue recruiting volunteers and getting our care packages sent out. And we want to help make a truly global impact in as many countries and as many states as possible. So we're still looking for volunteers. So if you're interested, message me and I'll give you the info. So we do have a very healthy wait list right now. I started my new job this year, so just continuing with my new job at House of Woo, and keep moving and grooving with that. Lots of traveling going on this year. I've done over 90 appearances with my USC title so far.
Wow.
My goal is 100, so I will definitely far surpass that, which I'm very excited about. And I just want to continue representing the USC pageant with grace and elegance, and just showing everybody that, you know what, just be yourself, let the judges fall in love with you, and just let things happen. If it's meant to be, I'm a true believer in just letting things happen, because when you force it, it's not going to happen. If you just let things naturally, they will. So just whatever you've got coming in your life, let it naturally happen, and whatever will be, will be.
We had Crystal Cavey on a few weeks back, and I think she was aiming for the triple digits as well with her appearances. So you're giving her a run for her money there by the looks of it.
So the girls in Illinois, they work hard, girl.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, me and Crystal are best friends. So definitely, I mean, she's done an amazing job representing the Galaxy system. I mean, she's just a phenomenal overall person all around, just a great individual, human being, role model, you name it. She absolutely is 100% extremely authentic. You know, she's authentic and just very real. So, just opportunities just keep falling in our laps. And my whole mantra is say yes to volunteering. And so if someone brings something to my attention and I'm able to participate, I say yes. If it's open in my calendar, I'm there.
Yep, absolutely. And I'm sure that calendar would be very, very full.
It is very chaotic.
Michelle Schuster has said that's great advice, and Robin Brabeck has said hi.
Hi, Robin. Hey, guys.
Miss McPike, what's coming up for you between now and UK Galaxy?
So, well, this week it's actually a fundraiser I'm going to, and it's Mrs. Glasgow Galaxy, who is Laurie Myzak. She's actually one of my best friend's mums. So, Amy Myzak has been involved in pageantry for so long, and it's her mum that is Mrs. Glasgow Galaxy. So it'll be amazing to think that we're going to be competing together, and then the thought of us even getting so lucky and travelling to Chicago together would just be an absolute dream. So she's got a fundraiser coming up this week, and I'm really excited for it. Apart from that, I'm just throwing myself into my appearances, working really hard on my fitness. I've came on such a crazy fitness journey since the end of this year. I've not had bread or pasta since the 1st of January, guys.
Oh my God.
I think I had both today.
So hard. Honestly, I've actually lost almost a stone, and I didn't even think I really had a stone to lose, but that's what's happening. Obviously I know Galaxy's not about that. It's completely about the person you are and what you're going to bring on the night, but it's good to just good in yourself and I feel so much better. Like the change in my overall happiness is unbelievable. So I'm really excited to just throw myself into my fitness as well this year. Just need hopefully get some fashion wear and some dresses sorted as well before Galaxy. But after Galaxy as well, I've booked to go away. Brian Hayes goes away every year with a group of girls, and they do photos. So myself and Amy, who I was just talking about, are actually joining them this year. So we're going to do some shoots in Ibiza, which is
oh my God,
so exciting. So that's all booked. I'm absolutely buzzing for that. And yeah, that's all I've got planned so far. But I just have a feeling that 2020 is going to be a good year, guys. I'm feeling so good about it. So
sounds amazing. I'm slightly jealous now. So I just have a question to ask about the bread and pasta thing. How much bread and pasta would you normally have had like on a daily basis before?
Well, my mum and dad have an Italian restaurant, so
that's right.
I've not set foot in the restaurant since the start of this year.
I want to come. I want to come to this restaurant.
I know, you need to come up.
Michelle invited me, but I really want to come. And like Italian's like one of my favourite cuisines.
I know, honestly, it's so good, but you can't have it on pageant prep. So I mean, the first thing I'm doing when I get back is going for a meal, 3-course meal. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was really difficult to start with. I'm kind of just used to it now. Like I'm used to it's not a diet, it's just my new lifestyle, and I'm really enjoying it, and I feel so much better for it as well.
That's what I was going to ask, is what sort of difference you felt it made?
Oh, a huge difference. Obviously, like the physical difference is amazing, and that makes you feel good as well, but the lift in my mood, like I spoke about when I had my own one-on-one interview, how I've always battled with kind of like anxiety and depression, and how it's just came on leaps and bounds in the last couple of years. And I was even looking at videos with Amy. We spent a lot of time together the other day, and it was actually a handover speech from the previous pageant that I took part in, and I was on stage, you know, really emotional, talking about how I've just totally changed in the last year and how I've came on as a person so much. And I was looking at that thinking that was like June last year, and I just was like watching it thinking, but I'm a totally different person from then as well. Like, I'm just so much happier, and I'm just really happy and enjoying myself. And honestly, I think it has Galaxy that's made me do these things and made me make these changes in my life. So, you know, obviously the goal, like the dream, is to go up on that stage in March and win the title. But see, if I don't, like, I'll take away so much more from this experience than I ever thought that I would. So yeah, I'm just really excited to be there and just be there that whole weekend and just be with everybody and just share that experience with all my friends and everybody else competing. I'm just so excited. I just can't wait. And I can't believe how well.
You do seem genuinely happy, which is lovely to see.
Thanks, guys. No, I am really happy. Buzzing as well. I'm just so excited. I don't know about Danielle, but I'm so excited to get up on stage and just be my
I'm ready. I'm over it now. I'm ready for it to be tomorrow. Like, I'm just done with waiting. I'm like, it needs to come now.
That's
I think,
similar.
You know, like how pregnant women get when they're like the 9 month
No,
stage,
I don't.
and they're like, I am ready for this baby to come out now. Come out. Yeah, I've got to that point now where I'm like, I'm just ready for it now.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I think it's like a professional athlete preparing. At some stage, you want the prep to be over. You've done all the hard work, and now you're just itching to get out there and show everyone what you can do, and you hope that hard work pays off. So, Danielle, for you, what have you got on between now and next week?
So Friday night is Miss Great Britain and the first ever Ms. Great Britain as well. So that's very exciting. And there should be quite a few of us going there. I think we have our own little Galaxy table going on.
Nice.
And then Saturday, I have a friend that's moving away, and so potentially might be seeing her. And then Sunday, I was actually just looking at my diary just now, seeing what's going on. I'm sure I'll pick something out of this lot. We've got a beach cleanup happening in Margate, which is not too far from me, so could be going to that. I'll be doing something appearance-wise on Sunday for sure, but it's just about picking what I'm going to go to. But yeah, I'm really excited for Miss Great Britain. Should be fun.
All right. Sounds like we've got a full house. SARYNA, that's a lovely mug. I need one.
Yes. What does it say?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Sparkly as well.
That I might actually.
Crystal got me this mug for Christmas.
Oh, when I interviewed Crystal, she had the gold Galaxy mug. I've never seen a mug that's just so bling. It was just all gold. That one is giving it a run for its money, though. I like that one too. Okay, well, let us hold it there. Thank you, SARYNA, for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
And a pleasure. And thank you, Olivia, obviously, for subbing in for Lauren, and hopefully all your dress woes solve themselves.
Yep. No
Well,
worries.
she's there to sort it out, so.
Yeah. Fingers crossed, it'll be fine.
It'll be fine.
Okay. And thank you, Danielle, for your time, and the Cockney, and the jokes, and the never-ending source of laughter.
My pleasure. Same time next week.
Yeah, I think that if there's ever a talent round, you should just go up and be a stand-up comedian for 5 minutes. I promise you that will work.
Oh, yeah.
I'll offend everyone in the room.
If you haven't offended someone, you haven't done it right as a stand-up comedian.
Absolutely.
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in as well. And we will see you guys same time next week. Hey guys, it's Adrian again. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. And remember to head over to pageantlaunch.com and join the launch team for our pageant review site. All you need to do is put in your email address. Thanks, and speak to you next time.